Right, it looks like we're live.
Alright, brilliant. Also have a look at Captain Fudge when you get the chance.
What do you think we should do? Just monitor and potentially kick if the lag's too bad? Or just not do it altogether?
Well, we've set up a system. We've got to come up with a line. I think that's where we're missing at the moment. We've got to create a baseline of where we're going to limit it. The real question is, whereabouts do you want that line? Do you want it? Because people were not best pleased last week, I say that much. The people were already moaning about it. I don't know. Don't really know where to stand on that one.
Is this? Hold on, let me double check. You don't know?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we should put the line.
1 second, I need to rename my lobby because I haven't said what lobby we're doing on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know where to put the line, honestly. Whatever the line is, it's got to be consistent. I just don't know realistically how you.
That's why I'm kind of thinking, like, give them a chance in the race before you just stop it, and then if it continues to be bad, you can kick and stop them from racing again until we know that the issues are fixed.
So where, like, the better thing is realistically whereabouts do we put that line though? Do we say we give them 5 laps of a race, but then by that point everyone else's race might be heavily damaged by it? That's
what I think. If anyone's race is compromised, we can see that. That's when we would draw the line potentially.
So whatever we did choose, I kind of wanted to just be consistent. Make it put a rule in the rule book about it.
Yeah.
Could have to help it if you really want, if we aren't too sure about it, but then we still have the problem of in about roughly 15 minutes.
Yeah. So I think what we do is let them do quali. If they end up in our lobby, which is likely, monitor for the first couple of laps. If everything looks alright, sound, let's just keep an eye on it. If not, then kick from the lobby would probably be the best thing to do. And then next time they have to show that they've got no lag before we let them race again. Mm-hmm. That's probably the fairest way.
Yeah. Alright, I'll message that to Cyan now.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. We've got you got a little inside of how we operate and decide things there. Welcome to just trying to sort out some last minute things because unfortunately there is a little bit of lag in our lobby with just a single driver. So we're trying to get that sorted. There, you can see it yourself. A little bit laggy, not too bad, but could potentially be an issue in the race, at which point we could potentially have to make a decision. Anyway, we've got a lot of drivers who've been setting some really quick practice laps. The quickest currently belongs to Javi, who is the only one who's beaten a 43.5. He's on a 43.473 in practice. He was also quickest in the last practice lobby I was looking at. He's in the Ferrari. So this could be Javi's night to redeem himself after a pretty anonymous first couple of rounds. Didn't have very good races. I think qualifying was a big problem for him in both of them as well. We got Harlock for ERA there, lagging a little bit like we were saying. And then we got Kepler, the other Arix driver, only half a second down. Beetlejuice is in the BRZ. He's making his debut this season. He was racing a fair chunk last season in for Team Falcon. Falcon R-Lab this is. He is potentially one to look out for in the race because we know how good the tyres are on the Subaru BRZ. And so I'm expecting low 44s, potentially a cheeky high 43 in qualifying for him.
Yeah, another person picking up on it like there. You see it in the chat. I think it was Aero.
He's in the pits at the moment, mate. If he comes back out, you'll be able to see. But yeah, or if you just rewind a little bit, he was on stream briefly, looking a little bit hairy, to be honest.
Yeah, alright. Hello everyone. I was just a little bit delayed in terms of getting myself on here as well. Yeah, just trying to sleep. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's getting worse now.
I see a couple of people having a bit of a
and that's with my connection, so my connection should be better than everyone else he's racing against, technically. Because it's only coming to me, it's not going to my server and then away to wherever. Well, Aura's seems to be campaigning to have him removed by the looks of it. Matty's just behind him, he's
I think we let him do quali because quali isn't essentially going to impact on anyone else. If he is going to impact anyone else in quali, they can feel free to report them and say.
And then say you can't do the race and just give him P15 points.
If it's bad enough in the rain, yeah, then I would assume we'd just put him 15. Because at the end of the day, we let him race last week, so it wouldn't be. It's
yeah, come on, that's pretty bad.
I don't know how close we're getting to aim territory, but it's quite bad. I think we're gonna let it. I think we should let him. I think we should let him qualify, and then pull him because qualifying isn't going to affect anybody, but he will affect them in the race.
Yeah, no, that would definitely. I think that's just as bad, if not, around some of these corners, slightly worse than last week. And last week there was issues. Oh, lovely. So let's just get qualifying over and done with, and we can see and make a decision after quali, I suppose.
Yeah. We'd expect a decent chunk of the Hurricanes and those kind of cards, the BRG, for example, the 458, to be far superior here than anywhere else.
Yeah. Let me just get up the other lobby just to make sure everything's going smoothly there. Yep, everyone looks like they're in. Some really quick guys that I'm expected to come up into lobby A after qualifying from lobby B. Autoration is looking like the quickest that we've ever seen him in esports, so potentially one who could be getting into lobby A for the first time.
Yeah, it would be okay, Sion seems to think it's the opposite of. I'm just in conversation with Sion right now for those who aren't aware. But yeah, I do think that people like Auto could sit for a position in the top lobby today.
Yeah.
It's just a case of whereabouts that kind of breaking point, that point where we split the lobbies is going to be in terms of the times.
Yeah, I'm expecting 44s. It's gonna the cutoff point is surely going to be in the 44s. I think there's going to be quite a big gap between the quickest and the slowest, but a lot of the quickest guys should be able to get into the 44s quite comfortably. I say now, it's considering we saw 43.3.
I'd about to say that we might be leaning more into the 43s at this point in this qualifying session, especially for the top half of of lobby A in particular.
Yep.
But yeah, it's that break. I reckon that kind of split point is to be a low 44, maybe low to mid 44, somewhere around, maybe about the 44.3 is my guess for this, I reckon.
Okay, I think it's going to be a bit higher than 44.3. I think it's going to be like 44.7 potentially. There was only 7 tenths separating first and 16th in the first 2 rounds. I think that's going to be over a second this time. I think there's going to be a big difference in pace. There seems to be a track that loves that MR cars love specifically. Javi's in the Ferrari. He's been one of the quickest. His teammates today are Comfy back. He won around Catalonia last season. He's in the Alfa Romeo, which I think is really interesting. It is an MR, so should be decent. And Kepler is back again for his 3rd race this season. For ERA, we've got Jakey. he is back after he disconnected in the opening round. Evo is racing his third race again. He's in the Lexus. Jakey is in the Lexus as well. And then we've got Mr. Laggy himself, Harlock, is in P14. He's in the Porsche, which is another incredibly quick car. Looking at FGR, we got Ruppy back again. He's going to try and get into Lobby A for the first time this season in the GTR. We've got, a little bit further down, we've got Aura, who won finally in P12. He's just burning loads of fuel here. And we've also got Barib. I'm going to call him Barib. Barry? No, it's going to be Barry BG because he's Bulgarian. Barry. So I'm calling him Barry. He is making his debut for FGR. He's in Tier 2 as well, waiting to make his debut there. So expecting a good push from FGR today. Then we've got Project Platypus. Where are they? We've got BX Royal making his second start in the Lexus. We've got Matty back again, who is another one that looks fairly quick. These guys have just started their hot laps. And we've got also, who is the other one for Project Platypus? It's Skyline. I get confused because he's been on different teams. There he is.
Yeah, but I'd say got a got a bunch of different team names and all the Project Platypus's actual usernames on GT, haven't we? BIR for Skyline, FGR for Matty, and BX is not not affiliated with anyone other than Project Platypus. So.
Exactly. And then just lastly, Falcon, our lab, we've got Ahmed again, we've got Syndra making his first race of the season in the Gen X. Remember, he ended the season so strongly last season, so expecting, well, actually, the Gen X though around here might be a struggle. But yeah, if anyone can get a good performance out of it, it'll be Syndra. This doesn't seem like a track that would suit him. And we've got an interesting one. We've got Ikanen back again. He is in the Subaru BRZ, which we all know is amazing on tyres. So potentially one to watch out for, trying a more risky strategy that other cars potentially can't do. But let's go back to Javi, because he is just rounding the final corner now to finish his first hot lap.
Yep, benchmark about to be set here. And I'm not entirely sure it's been the greatest of laps here, Fabi. We'll see 43. I say that immediately dropped to 43.9. So it's not as good as what we've seen in practice from him.
No, but already massively quick. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. 44.2 for Rupi, by the way. Only 3.5 tenths off of Javi. And then Evo right there. And so Matty as well, for good measure. Matty 43.955. I think Evo was in the 43.9 as well. Kepler goes quickest to 43.7.
Fantastic lap there from Kep. Barry getting a 44.3 as well, so low 43s all the way down to P8 already.
I was about to say already down to P8, and that's where my marker for the entire group was going to be. So we're only 4 minutes into qualifying, and half the group has already hit it.
Yeah. BX will be the last person to set his first hot lap. So what could BX respond with? He was really good around this track in Monday League when we raced here last time. Easily the quickest driver. And at the moment he's 1.4 down to 45.1, that is. And then Aura is the final driver who is yet to set a lap actually in the GR Super. We saw him burning a lot of fuel. He's only got a quarter of a tank left.
Yeah, and by design, he's going to have one pretty good run at this. But also we missed at the same time, I believe it was Ixman, and I'm not entirely sure the other one. Might have been Harlock, both in the 45, in the 44.0 and 44.1 range at this point in time. So I had a couple of drivers to the pile. Yeah, it was Harlock 44.0. Having a bit of a slide there.
Not going to be an improvement for Javi. Let's have a look at Matty, because we didn't see him set any of his first lap, but he's done an incredibly quick lap here, just 0.2 off. Another race winner in ALR ESPORTS, so I mean, well, I've heard that he's pretty quick around here, and he's the one to watch from Project Platypus.
Yeah, and they need someone quickly, because the season hasn't got off to the start that they may have wanted to, and everyone doing that chicane as he just drives straight into the wall. We're going to see some very unique entrances into that chicane tonight, aren't we?
Yeah. So tyres might be going off already for these people because they decided not to set any time. Some people also choosing to reset to pits, not wanting to waste any time with an in-lap.
44.3 there for Syndra. And I think that takes that total to 43 or 44.3 or below to double figures.
Yeah. Aura finally on a hot lap. He's only 42 seconds off of Kepler right now. Harlock improves to 43.9. That's huge.
Yep, that puts him into second for the
Italian
entire group. 44.3 for BX. Add another one to the list.
Yep.
Here comes Aero on his flying lap. Let's see if he can put himself into the 43s. If he can, that would be a pretty good sign for the race for that Supra. Wouldn't expect the Supra to be the best around here, if I'm completely honest. But we'll wait and see how Aura's going to follow up his first ALR win that he got last week.
It's more medium to slow speed corners around here. We know, and not a lot of time on the throttle, to be honest, but this, well, he's gone into the pits anyway. All that fuel burning, and he backed out of his lap.
For one proper run, one or two proper runs on that new soft tyre that he's going to go on to.
Yeah.
Alec, and I'm not entirely sure who that is in front of him.
He is still on a hot lap, but he's 7/10 down, so he's probably going to come into the pits here. Only have time for potentially one more hot lap.
Yeah, Barry in behind there. Those two may have got in each other's way in that flying lap. We'll wait and see if that was the case. But yeah, those two laps are essentially sacrificed for the rest of the race. Well, the rest of qualifying, probably get one more shot in a piece.
Skyline coming up to a little bit of traffic with our provisional pole sitter here, so I think they're both on outlaps anyway, so it doesn't matter. Skyline, I don't know what he's thinking here. Do you think he wants a bit of slip on the straight?
Potentially, but slipstream on this track isn't going to be as powerful as potentially some of the other tracks we have already been to and will go to by the end of this season.
Yeah.
So Skyline's going to have to hope that Kepler doesn't make mistakes there, because as soon as he does start to make mistakes, then that might remove both of their laps as well, and it won't harm Kepler, because Kepler is already on provisional pole.
Yeah, amazing lap from Kepler out of nowhere. I don't think he's had a pole position in esports before. He has in Tier 1.
Yeah, and different kettle of fish here to
exactly,
to Tier 1.
That's why I'm impressed.
Well, Javi a little bit down at the moment. It doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to get close to that lap from Kepler right now. Still almost 2 tenths clear of the entire field. Harlock obviously on an outlap as of right now. So who's coming toward the line now then in the last
couple of corners? It will be
Javi.
Yeah, they were just asking. Well, Javi's still got one more sector to do. He's just a whisker away from Harlock's time.
Yeah. So he's actually got identical times either side of him in terms of the distance between him and the next driver for Matty and for Harlock. And Eric's having a very good run of this, 1:13.7 as it stands. Obviously, we don't know Lobby B times at this current point.
Lobby B's best is a 44.1.
Here we go, Javi to the line. 43.721 beat Kepler by 16 thousandths of a second.
Eric's 1-2. Now, how can Kepler respond? Because we've got pretty much the entire grid is about to round and try and improve on this lap, and then they're just going to have one more lap. But this is really the one to do it. Jakey improves to a 44.1, so he's in P8.
A good lap for him.
Not an improvement.
No response.
What about Matty?
44.5 for Skyline.
Matty doesn't improve. Evo and Matty a bit too close for this final lap, potentially getting each other's ways. Barry a 44.3, so he's still not in the top 8. Ahmed is just finishing his lap, and it was an out lap, so he's just starting a hot lap now himself.
Who's the next one to the line here then? Up to the line is
Ikonen doesn't improve. No improvement for the driver behind.
Yep, also did not improve.
Here's Aura.
No, this is it. This is final laps, everyone, now. This is go big or go home time in Autopolis.
Aura's given himself one lap to do it.
Let's see how he can do it. He's got a few corners left on the track. He's going to have to beat that 43.7 that currently sits Javi on pole with Kepler in behind. Not entirely sure what his practice time was. I believe you mentioned it was about 3 or 4 tenths off the back of Javi's 43.
44.1 he set in practice when I was looking. I think he's got a bit more in the tank because that was his first real lap. But this is it. Cross the line.
43.6! 43.6 attempt cleared. Javi isn't going for it. Oh, Nora has responded perfectly with that one shot, and he has made it count.
Fantastic lap there. 43.6 is huge. Ruppy is going to try and improve. He doesn't.
Next to the line, who is it going to be?
It is someone is right ahead of Matty. I can't quite see. It might be Evo.
not got to the line either way. Matty to the line, not improving.
Not an improvement.
Here comes Evo behind him.
Doesn't
Not again.
improve.
Same with Kepler, who hasn't improved either. Comfy to the line, 43, 43.6. It's a good run for him.
Barry doesn't improve. It looked like Syndra is only P9 with a 44 flat.
Yep.
That is still quicker than anyone in Lobby B, so he will be starting 9th.
Ikkinen to the line, 44.2. No Harlock the next one, currently in 5th, 43.68 is enough for P2.
And Javi couldn't do it. And that's it, I think.
Oh, okay, so championship second place right now on top, and then championship leaders in second. So,
but as a group, Arix, P3, P4 and P5.
Yeah, that is a really good qualifying for the Arix group.
Absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll just wait for quali to end, and then I'll start, actually.
If you want to take a picture here so we can get Harlock out on the thing, 1 second. I'm going to do a last
if I want to what?
Of anything. No, just see if we can get Harlock. Doesn't look to be... I don't know.
Well, we're going very slow in auto mode here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to it, you might want to end it off and see if we can get Harlock to do a couple of laps and proper check.
Yeah.
While we wait for everyone to come back, obviously. While we switch lobbies, etc.
Could Aura get the pole without the fuel burn? Well, he got it by 0.7. Did the fuel burn give him 0.7 of a second? 0.07, sorry. Probably. Probably. Look at the difference in fuel. Certainly. He's got an 1/8 left of fuel, and Harlock has over 1/4 of a tank. So that potentially is the reason he's on pole position.
But it doesn't really matter, because at the point of qualifying, the whole point is to get pole position, and that's exactly what Aura's done. He can deal with the race in a very short period of time here. At the end of the day, if you're on pole, and this is about to start very obvious, but it gives you the best chance of actually doing something in this race because you can get away quicker. And also, given the fact that second is a 911, RSR, the Porsche, is not a good standing start car by any metric. Probably gives him a good run down towards turn 1 as well. The 458 and the 4C, however, are good off the line, so we might see third and fourth make a jump towards the front straight away here.
Just want to point out, Matty and Evo set identical lap times.
Oh yeah, they did. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
It's 995, 955. Okay.
I was so confused because that last
I was looking at it. I was like,
line up.
What are you talking about? Okay.
100th between Jakey and Thin for good measure. That 44.1. Also, your 44.7 is so impossibly wrong.
Yeah. That was the biggest fumble of the season. Absolutely, I'll take that.
Honestly, my 44.3 might be a bit of a too slow on the brake, actually. Looking at this,
bad qualifying for Project Platypus, P14 and 15 here, so probably not enough to stay in Lobby A. But I'm just gonna go into YouTube and get the other results. Tim Grand 44087 for comparison is their quickest in Lobby B.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I think you were definitely wrong. I'm probably going to be slightly better in terms of a guess, but I'm probably wrong as well.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely wrong.
Probably somewhere around about a 44.1, maybe, something of that nature. As a result, 11th here being 44.1.
I think BX and Skyline are the only people who aren't going to make Lobby A.
Oh, so the line is at 44.3. That's where Barry did an FGR for. It's currently 13.44.345 is the line for him. BX did 44.380. And Skyline 44.521, the worst of the three.
Asador, Anonyma.
But yeah. How close are you to filling out the rest of those?
Right, I am just sorting it now. There was a qualifying ban to serve for Spider as well, which kind of helps everyone. So Ruppy is in lobby A for the first time this season. Get in.
Hey, it's a good time for him to put up some numbers.
Barry is in lobby B.
Okay, so the line is...
BX is in lobby B. BX Royal is in lobby B.
Yeah, he's... You know those question marks I brought up at the beginning of the season? In that review. They're becoming more and more emboldened at this point, those question marks, in terms of Project Platypus. But I will also point out if Barry is in lobby B, then my line, the 44-3, is almost perfect.
Yes, actually, I take everything back.
Because Rupee being in lobby B is a 44-2-8-9, so less... the worst I could possibly be out is 11 thousandths of a second. I'll take that. That's a rather accurate prediction. It might be my first one, so I'm used to that being the case.
Yeah. So, just to go through what the grid looks like. So let's get this, because it's basically this. Aura first, Harlock second, but we're going to have to look at his lag, because honestly, it's not looking good. Comfy third, Javi fourth, Kep fifth. Then we still got Matty, Evo, Ahmed, Syndra. Oh shit, hold on. I gave Asseldor an extra second, I think. Let me just go back onto YouTube very quickly. Yeah, he's on a 45.017, not a 44.017. 1 second.
Incredible, Ross.
It always happens. It has to happen.
Yeah.
It has. I was on a good run of form there. So Barry is actually in lobby A. BX is going to be on pole in lobby B. Let me just resend this. All 3 FGR lads are actually in lobby A, thanks to my error.
Yeah.
So that is good news for them. Project Platypus 2 drivers in lobby B. Obviously, we saw Arix perform so well in qualifying. ERA 3 in lobby A as well.
As expected. So 3 for ERA, 3 for Arix, 3 for FGR. Not bad for those kind of front runners here at all in this championship so far, especially the 2 championship contenders that we've got. How many is it? 1 for Project Platypus, 1, or is it 1 or 2 for? How many is it for Falcon?
Milius is saying he's not driving and they get all 3 drivers in lobby A. He needs to retire. There we go. You're the bad luck charm. That must be it. No, but that was really good. So, yeah, 7/10 of a second once again is the gap between the quickest and P15.
Yeah.
So, for the 3rd race in a row. Let me end the race. We'll go back into...
It's very interesting, because we've got 4 full teams in this lobby right now, and then we've obviously got the 2 Spider and Matty for Project Platypus and for Spider for Project Platypus and Spider. At the end of the day, that's you might want to take qualifier off.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, those 4 full teams are going to get a lot of points this time round. Someone just joined, potentially.
Lovely.
Have a go and do it all over again, Ross.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arix are in a great position, 3, 4, 5. The issue they've got to deal with is Harlock now. But again, if Harlock and Aura get away quickly, then we might see another FGR ERA issue between the 2 toward the front. And those two teams are going to be at it all season. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The ball now stops with whether or not they can stop Aura, because now Aura's got 1. The potential, the likelihood is he is going to add to that.
Okay, he's left the room. So let me reset the lobby before he tries to join back.
What's the odds on this happening? Project Platypus are 1 and 2 in lobby B, so it's not.
Yes, they could still get some good points there.
Yeah, that's it. It's not the end of the world for for them at the moment. But
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely a thing to just get all 3 of your drivers into this lobby every week, and that's going to be what ends up winning a championship. Let's be honest, how many times you can get everyone into this group.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Harlock onto the grid early potentially, so we can see if he can do a couple of laps. Look like Barry.
Here we go. Come on. Let's not have any more issues today.
Is he gonna get in? Comfy just joined in. That's good. Seems like Barry is having issues trying to join.
So we had some firsts today while he's joining. BX Lobby B for the first time. Auto still didn't manage to get into Lobby A. He's P3 there. Owen for the second time ever isn't in Lobby A. Snipes maybe for the second time ever isn't in Lobby A. Asseldor for the first time ever isn't in Lobby A. So yeah, it's going to be a stacked Lobby B, to be honest.
Yeah. It definitely will be, and obviously with the two Project Purpose drivers at the forefront, it's obviously going to. Oh, this is great.
He's restarting. Yeah, well, we can wait. It's fine. It's fine. Let's actually.
Let's do a check on Harlock for a minute.
Yeah, you do a Harlock check. I need to just be right back anyway.
Yeah, he is sliding just a little bit. You can tell that he is lagging side to side. It might become an issue. I don't think this is any worse than last week. Certainly, I don't know. That is a very tough. All depends on where we put the line, I guess. Definitely need to create a rule about it. That's a certain. Do that at the end of this race. Bring it to helpers' attention. That way we get a clear-cut rule on this kind of situation. We obviously don't want to remove anyone from the race. Obviously don't want to do that if we can avoid doing so. Yeah, we've had the issue in the first couple of weeks with Dave the first week. Harlock had a bit of a problematic road run as well last week in Deep Forest. Shuffling a little bit. You can see he's just bouncing. I don't know. But yeah, as for the actual race as a whole, it's going to be very interesting to see what Aero can do, because obviously they are the team that have everyone together, and teamwork is a massive commodity in this kind of series, obviously. No drivers' championship, so we're just running this as a team's championship. So having all 3 at the front of the grid is a massive plus. Barry is still trying to join. He had not had any luck. He was restarting his game when you left, Ross.
Okay.
But yeah. Get YouTube up real quick.
Who's the surprise of the season so far? I don't know if anyone surprised me. Everyone's performed kind of as expected.
I think the surprise of the season doesn't come in a good sense. I think it comes toward the back. It comes toward the end, to be honest with you, in terms of who is and who isn't properly good. I think my surprises have been, up to this point, Javi and BX.
He set the grid while he's trying
Not
to join.
for good reasons.
Well, Javi has redeemed himself. Oh god, he's left the room again. So we got Aura P1. What did you think of the lag when you were watching it?
He is bouncing a bit. It is no worse than when we let him race last week. So it is just about where we draw the line. Science seems to say that there's a few lagging in this lobby. So yeah. I think whatever the decision is, I think if we let him race last week, we start off with him racing now. I know that goes to what I said different. I think it's a little bit better than what it was earlier. I And then I say when we finish this race, we have got to go to the helpers with an issue with this and figure out a rule and have it done by the end of potentially tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because there needs to be a clear line on it. That's a certain. We need to know, and everyone else for that measure needs to know.
Oh my god. Do you think I should reset the lobby?
You could do. If needs be, I could set it up real quick. We just have to go without, obviously. We obviously then won't have replays. So it's what it is.
Okay. Well, let's put BX back in lobby A. No. Let's reset up the lobby.
Yeah.
Let me just tag everyone.
I was just about to do that, funny enough.
Okay, esports, come on now. I'm not gonna.
May have to test if it's a connection to you issue at some point. But yeah. Yeah, apologies everyone. Yeah, they just causing a couple of issues. Looked like connection issues more than anything else.
Right.
Let's see if this has worked.
Let's go to track quickly. I want to just see what the weather looks like.
The answer is broad daylight.
Yeah.
Broad daylight and not a lot of rain.
Oh well. Maybe it'll come.
I don't like the fact that nobody joined.
Probably because I put esports practice as the title, but I couldn't be bothered to change it. We're already behind.
Yeah, that's fair. I think people might be struggling to join you, Ross.
If that's the case, you just set up a lobby and we'll have to cut this stream down and then restart it with up from. Will we have to?
I don't.
No, I could just go to your share screen. But would that stream me watching your share screen?
Doubt it.
No, let's just restart the stream if that happens.
Yeah, well, wait until somebody thinks. I'm just loading up my game now. A lot of people are just going back and forth whether or not they actually want to type in the Discord right now.
Lobby is broken. Oh, lovely. Okay, you do it then, Pyro.
Keep that up. I was about to say, keep that up for a split second so I can just steal the.
Steal it off Xnatty. He'll have a lobby up. Can't you steal it without going into it?
Yeah, you can. That's why I was trying to keep the lobby up so I can steal them. But I have to wait for checking network environment 1 second.
Well, this will be a good little test to see how Harlock does in your lobby then.
Yeah.
Okay, let's end the stream now then, and I'll post a new stream for everybody very quickly.
X90G.